Hey everyone. As a consultant, I'm coming at things from a place of non-judgment and curiosity. So when engaging with organizations and transforming their process and their culture, I have a questioning, curious mind and ask the question why a lot. And I'm really starting to uncover and challenging the way we've always done things and the assumptions that reside in those environments. Now, it's a different story when we're stuck in that day to day, and it's sort of hard to see the forest for the trees, and we simply don't stop to check and verify what we're doing enough or even at all. So one of those examples is the waste of extra processing. So the waste of doing too much. And a recent example for me was in a powder coating manufacturer. So their process at the end of the process where they're milling the powder to a particular particle size was to stop their mill every 30 boxes and do a particle size distribution test, which meant taking a cup of product, going to the lab, testing it, coming back and making any necessary adjustments to the mill and restarting the process. Now, the manufacturer made 250 plus, colors and textures and alike. And I started to say, well, this is a huge amount of downtime. Now, perhaps let's look at our top 10 colors, which were bog standard white, 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 and white. And based off our first test, how often are we making an adjustment to the mill? Oh, good question. So we started to analyze the data and we found that pretty much never did we make a change after that first test, but we continued to test every 30 boxes. Now, what we started to do was get some approval from the business, but lengthen the frequency of that test. Now we're doing it every 100 boxes, which was a huge saving. From downtime and dollars and lead time, a huge saving and a huge cost reduction simply by challenging an assumption. Now, that assumption probably had been based upon having a quality issue in the past where we then put in place more frequent rigid testing to ensure that we're protecting our customer and no problem at all there. But the problem had been rectified, whether it was a raw material issue or whatever, but we continued to do the testing. So without asking why and challenging that, we would never uncover that. We'd never even look at the data. And we had all that data. We had all that great data, but we didn't use it. So for me, again, have a curious, questioning mind. Everything's up for grabs. There's no silly questions when we ask why, because sometimes there's just no good reason for it or no logic or rationale behind it. And we can certainly make a lot of quick and easy improvements based on that. So again, non-judgment, curiosity, ask why. Thanks for your time.